Hi, thank you for joining me for this NASIG Autumn 2023 talk, Automating the OA Journal Publishing Workflow from Digital Commons. My name is Jason Boczar, and I'm a digital scholarship and publishing librarian at the University of South Florida. And I'm going to go through a few scripts really quickly in 7 minutes, just to give you an idea of some of the things I've modified from other people and just made repetitive tasks less repetitive. And just a quick disclaimer, I don't have a background in computer programming or scripting or anything like that. So this is just me taking different things and making it work for me and the process at the library to try to just make things a little easier. I'll start by talking about our ETDs. When I first started in 2015 at the University of South Florida, the ETDs had previously been uploaded with a script, but when the person who was using the script left, no one knew how to continue that process. So they were adding them manually. And I like to let the computer do as much work as possible. So I took it upon myself to look at the script and try to get it to work again. And I was able to do that, and I'll show that script here really quickly, and actually add some new things to it. So the basic process really quickly is we get zip files from ProQuest, and I add them to the zip files folder, and I run the script, and it puts a folder in this ETDs folder, and it has a bpress XML file that we can upload directly into Digital Commons. My colleague does a quick quality control check on everything just to make sure it's good, because we don't want to have to fix it on the Digital Commons end if we don't have to. One of the things I modified with this is I separated out ETDs that are not under embargo and those that are under embargo. And that process has worked really well for us as well. We don't actually add our ETDs into the repository until they're out of embargo because of patent and legal reasons that I won't go into here. That's really a separate presentation. But this has automated the process tremendously and made it really easy to just run this code, and it separates them out, do a quick check, and then upload it. The other script I want to talk about has to do with our registering DOIs for our open access journals. Here's just an example of one of our open access journals. We have about 20 of them, and one of the services we offered early on was that we would register DOIs for all of the articles in every issue. What was happening when I started in 2015 was everyone who was working on journals had an XML file, and they would copy and paste the information into an XML file. So basically, you take one from, if you were doing issue 2, you would take one from issue 1, duplicate it, and then copy and paste over that and upload it. So a couple of issues with that is that, one, it takes a while, and two, you're prone to human error. You might accidentally leave one of the previous articles in there, and then you have an issue with uploading it. You might just accidentally just copy an extra letter somewhere else, and it just isn't right. So I shout out to Jeffrey Mortimer and Ashley Lowry, who had from Georgia Southern University, who had an XSLT script to take the Digital Commons OAI PMH XML and be able to use that to transform it into cross-validated XML. And so I was working with that, and I kind of took some of the processes from the ETD script into this XSLT because I didn't want to have to manually go into the OAI PMH and download that XML. Not because I'm lazy, maybe a little bit, but because the computer can do that. The computer can download an XML file, and then I can just kind of automate that process a little bit. On top of that, we also register citation information into DOAJ. And that's for a select number of our journals that are registered in DOAJ, and we use an XML for that too. Whereas previously we were uploading we were adding that bibliographic information by copy and pasting. So what I did is I combined all of that together into one script, and I'm going to show that here. So this is my bpress crossref script, though it actually does the DOAJ as well. And if I click here, we can see if I scroll to the top, what I have is a whole bunch of just running these XSLT scripts, but I created a menu to select which journal I want in the terminal, and then which volume and issue I want. And the script downloads the OAI PMH XML, processes it against either just the crossref XSLT or the crossref and DOAJ XSLT, and it outputs that into an output folder. And so we can see we have one crossref script. So this is, we can immediately upload this directly into crossref, though I do a quality control check real quick just to make sure everything's okay. And then we have a DOAJ XML, and this happens, I can run this for both of these in 2 minutes. So that's saved a lot of time. I'm running it up to my time, so I'm going to show just one more, and this one's a work in progress as I'm doing something very similar for Portico. Instead of having to download each journal article and put them all into zip files to FTP them to Portico, I created a script that's really in the works still to do that whole process for me. So it pulls the OAI PMH XML from bpress, and it runs a whole bunch of transformations on everything and pulls all of the PDF files. You can see here that it actually zips everything together and makes it into a nice clean package that I can upload directly to Portico. So I could really, when a journal publishes an issue, I can have an XML for crossref, for DOAJ, and all of the information for Portico in less than 5 minutes, whereas before everything was done by hand. And as I mentioned earlier, I don't have any formal training. That's kind of why I want to just give this quick little talk. I just kind of learn as I go. I feel like maybe AI might help a lot with this. I've actually been using it a bit for some of the coding just to see what the computers think I should be doing. But really previously I just used Stack Exchange and Googled questions. How do I loop through this, or how do I create a menu in Bash so I can select something, and then I just kind of incrementally added to all these scripts, and I just keep them in a private GitHub. And I don't know if they would work for anyone else, but they're working for us, and they help really increase our speed at these kind of routine tasks, and leaves us extra time to do other work, and maybe more meaningful work than just copy and pasting. Real quick, I'll just have this on the screen. This is my contact information. I'm happy to share any of these scripts if anyone's interested. Like I said, I don't know if they would work on anyone else's machine, but you can maybe take bits and pieces and some duct tape and super glue and make them work for yourself. Thank you so much. Bye.